What if I told you that after spending more than 15 years in school, you were never taught one of the most important skills for survival? Not math, not science, not history. Money. The thing you spend your entire life chasing. Think about it. You learned how to memorize formulas. You learned how to pass exams. You learned how to follow instructions. But nobody taught you how to build wealth. Nobody taught you how to invest. Nobody taught you how money actually works. And that is exactly why millions of educated people struggle financially every single day. Today, we're going to uncover a truth that most people never realize: why schools never teach you about money. From childhood, we are told the same story. Study hard, get good grades, go to college, find a secure job, work hard, and everything will be fine. For decades, this formula seemed perfect. But the world has changed. Today, countless graduates leave school carrying degrees, yet struggle to pay rent, struggle to save money, struggle to escape debt. The problem isn't that education is useless. The problem is that the education system was designed during a different era, an era where workers were needed. Factories needed employees, companies needed obedient workers, governments needed taxpayers. Schools were created to prepare people for employment, not ownership. Not investing, not entrepreneurship, not financial freedom. The goal was simple: train people to work, not to build wealth. Imagine two students, both graduate from the same school, both are intelligent, both work hard. The first student gets a good job. Every month he earns money. Every month he spends money. Every month he starts again from zero. The second student learns something different. He studies investing, he studies business, he studies assets. Instead of spending everything he earns, he makes money work for him. 10 years later, the first person is still trading time for money. The second person owns assets that generate income even while sleeping. The difference wasn't intelligence. The difference was financial education. And that's exactly what most schools fail to teach. Let's be honest. How many hours did you spend learning algebra, geometry, ancient history? Now ask yourself this. How many hours did you spend learning how taxes work, how investing works, how compound interest works, how businesses create wealth, how to manage debt, how to build multiple income streams? For most people, the answer is zero. And that's a huge problem, because in real life, financial decisions affect almost everything: where you live, what car you drive, how much stress you experience when you retire, and even your freedom. Yet the majority of people enter adulthood completely unprepared. Imagine trying to drive a car without ever learning how. That's exactly what society does with money. People are expected to manage finances without financial education. Here's an uncomfortable truth. Most people spend their entire lives trapped in a cycle. Wake up, go to work, pay bills, sleep, repeat. Year after year, decade after decade, many never stop to ask one important question: why? Why do some people become financially free while others remain stuck? The answer often lies in knowledge. The wealthy learn financial principles early. They understand assets. They understand investing. They understand leverage. They understand ownership. Meanwhile, most people only learn how to earn money, not how to multiply it. And earning money alone rarely creates wealth. Keeping and growing money does. That's a lesson school rarely teaches. One of the most powerful concepts in finance is compound growth, and yet many students graduate without ever understanding its true power. Those returns generate more returns, and eventually, growth accelerates. Wealth isn't usually built overnight. It's built through consistency, patience, and time. Those returns generate more returns, and eventually, growth accelerates. Wealth isn't usually built overnight. It's built through consistency, patience, and time. The earlier someone learns this lesson, the greater the advantage they gain. Unfortunately, many people discover it far too late. Financial ignorance has a price, and that price can be enormous. Bad debt, poor investments, living paycheck to paycheck, constant stress, broken dreams. Many people work harder and harder each year, yet never move forward financially, not because they are lazy, not because they are unintelligent, but because nobody taught them how money works. Imagine spending years learning subjects you rarely use, while never learning skills that affect every day of your life. That's the reality for millions of people around the world. Here's something interesting. Many wealthy individuals continue learning long after school ends. They read books, they study businesses, They learn investing, they seek mentors, they develop financial skills, because they understand one simple truth. Your income is important, but your financial knowledge is even more important. Knowledge helps you recognize opportunities. Knowledge helps you avoid mistakes. Knowledge helps you build assets, and assets create freedom. The wealthy are often lifelong students, not necessarily of school subjects, but of money. If schools won't teach these lessons, then it's your responsibility to learn them. Start with the basics. Learn budgeting, learn saving, learn investing, learn about stocks, learn about real estate, learn about entrepreneurship, learn about cash flow, learn about assets and liabilities. Most importantly, develop the habit of continuous learning. Because financial education isn't a one-time event. It's a lifelong journey, and every lesson learned today can improve your future tomorrow. Schools teach many valuable things, but financial education is often missing from the curriculum. The good news? You don't have to stay uninformed. The information is available. The books exist. The lessons exist. The opportunities exist. The question is, will you take the time to learn them? Because the difference between financial struggle and financial freedom often begins with a single decision, the decision to understand money. And once you learn how money truly works, your entire life can change. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because on this channel, we don't just talk about money, we talk about building a better future. Thanks for watching.